Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So as I am sitting here today, I am currently 33 weeks and 4 days pregnant, and I do not have a single stretch mark anywhere on my belly at all thus far. And I do have a pretty big belly, so I feel like that's saying a lot. And in this video, I'm gonna be sharing with you guys all of my secrets on how I have avoided getting stretch marks thus far in my pregnancy. And if you are not pregnant as you are watching this video right now, I still highly recommend you to continue watching, because I am going to be giving a ton of tips on how you can prepare your skin for the intense stretching that happens during pregnancy. But before we get into this video, make sure you are subscribed to my channel to see all of my future beauty tips, tricks, and hacks. And also, if you are not already following me on Instagram, make sure you follow me there at AudreyVictoriaX. So just one more quick disclaimer, I have Invisalign and I get it off in January, but for some reason, as the weeks go by, I talk more and more with a lisp. So if you're wondering why I'm talking with a lisp, it's because I have Invisalign. There's really nothing I can do about it. So anyway, let's get into the video. The very first thing that I do to prevent getting stretch marks in my pregnant belly routine is I use a very gentle body wash to wash my belly in the shower. And the body wash that I use is this Dove body wash for sensitive skin. By the way, everything will be linked below in the description for you guys to check out. I like this body wash because it cleans my skin, but it doesn't over dry it. It is extremely important to use a soap that is moisturizing versus one that is over drying like Irish Spring, because dry skin can actually increase your risk of getting stretch marks. So all I do is wash my belly with this body wash for about 20 seconds, and I use my hands and I make sure to massage my belly very, very gently. I don't use a loofah because that can just irritate my tummy, especially because of the other steps that I do that I'll be sharing with you guys later on in this video. Using a loofah is just a little bit too abrasive. Then I just rinse everything off and I move on to the next step, which is exfoliating. Now, before you guys jump into the comment section and say how exfoliating is bad for your tummy when you're pregnant because it can cause stretch marks, just bear with me. I'm gonna explain to you guys why exfoliating has worked for me to actually help prevent stretch marks. So I only exfoliate once a week. And the exfoliant that I use is the Tree Hut Lemon Blueberry Tart Shea Sugar Scrub, and I only use a tiny amount. So as I said, I just take a really small amount and I just gently massage it over my belly. I don't put that much pressure on my belly at all when I am exfoliating, because yes, if you over exfoliate, if you exfoliate every day, that can definitely irritate the skin on your tummy. It can definitely dry it out, and I feel like I've said definitely like 50 times, but it can definitely lead to stretch marks. But I have found that if I do not exfoliate often, only doing it once a week, if I only use a tiny amount of exfoliant, and if I do it very, very gently, it actually has the opposite effect. It prevents stretch marks because it helps to remove dead skin from my belly. It helps to keep my belly nice and smooth and almost polished looking. Another reason why I like to exfoliate my belly is because it helps a lot with the next step, which is shaving. I just have gotten so much hairier since I've become pregnant. I thought I was excessively hairy before, but now it's just on another level. So to shave my belly, I use conditioner, and then I also use a Bic Soleil razor. And all I do is apply a large amount of conditioner to my belly, and then I just shave the sides of my belly horizontally, and then I shave the center of my belly vertically, and I personally shave against the growth of the hair. I know that is somewhat controversial in the beauty community, just in which way you should shave. For me, I have not had any bad experiences shaving against the growth of the hair, and it just helps make sure that there's no stubble left on my belly after shaving. For the conditioner, first of all, I heavily lather this conditioner on my belly when I shave, just to make sure that I am not over drying or irritating the skin on my belly when I am shaving, because either of those two things can contribute to stretch marks. I don't use shaving cream anywhere on my body, but especially not on my belly, because shaving cream will just dry out my skin and that is the last thing that I want when it comes to avoiding stretch marks. And second of all, conditioner just acts like lotion almost. After I am done using it on my belly, after I'm done shaving, my skin just feels so incredibly smooth. And if you guys haven't tried conditioner for shaving, you need to try it out. Not just on your belly, but just anywhere on your body. It is definitely a game changer. Also, if you guys are wondering how shaving my belly helps to prevent stretch marks, it doesn't help to prevent stretch marks at all for me, but it doesn't cause them either. For me, I just like the feeling of a smooth, hairless stomach. It just makes my belly look polished and smooth and very glowy. I don't know, I just couldn't do my routine without shaving my belly, so I shave my tummy about once every 2 weeks. I'm sure if you shave every day, that would irritate your skin, so I've just found that shaving my belly as little as often, but still doing it so that I get rid of the hair, is what has worked best for my pregnant belly routine. Next, I do a belly sheet mask, and I feel like this is so extra, but if you're someone who loves everything self-care, then you will love these belly sheet masks. By the way, this is not sponsored. So I use the Munchkin Milk Makers belly mask, and these belly masks are intended to hydrate, nourish, and soothe your skin. And one thing that I do with my belly sheet mask, and just any sheet mask that I use like on my face as well, is I keep them in the fridge, so that way when I use it on my belly, it feels so soothing. It also helps to relieve like any itchiness that I may have. All I do is apply the sheet mask all over my belly for 10 to 15 minutes. Then once 10 to 15 minutes is up, I just take off the sheet mask and rinse off the residue from my belly. After I'm done using the sheet mask, my belly feels so hydrated and smooth and moisturized, which, as I have been explaining in this video, is key for avoiding stretch marks. As I'm like sitting here filming this, my baby is like swimming around in my belly. I wish I could catch some of these movements on camera, but I doubt it. So right here in my hand is my #1 tip for avoiding stretch marks: bio oil. And I'm talking a lot of bio oil. So think of it like this: if your skin is extremely dry and cracked, as your belly stretches, can you imagine avoiding stretch marks? Not really. Your skin is gonna be so much more prone to breaking apart and separating, which is obviously what happens when you get stretch marks, versus if you keep your belly super hydrated, super moisturized at all times, it's just gonna be a lot easier for your skin to stretch without breaking and without causing stretch marks. So now let's talk the details of bio oil. So to apply bio oil on my belly, I like to apply it on dry skin. So after I get out of the shower and once every 2 weeks after I take off the belly mask, I just pat my tummy completely dry and I apply bio oil all over my belly. So I apply like a good probably 3 to 4 tablespoons on my belly, and I know that that may sound like a lot for you guys. Obviously, I don't have any stretch marks thus far, so it's been working well for me. And not only do I apply bio oil on my belly, but I also apply it on other areas of my body that have stretched a lot during my pregnancy. So that includes my chest area, my hips, my behind area, and I just drench those areas in bio oil. So I have actually heard that some women will not even use up a full bottle of bio oil during their pregnancy. I am currently on my 3rd bottle. In my opinion, less is definitely not more for bio oil. So there's actually another product that I use on my belly to help to avoid stretching and getting my skin irritated, and that is the CeraVe healing ointment. So I only use the CeraVe healing ointment on my belly button, and the reason why I use it is because as my belly started to stretch, I actually started to get like scabs on my belly button, and I think what was happening was that my skin was almost going to get a stretch mark, but I started to apply bio oil on my belly button every day and I don't have any marks anymore, no more scabs. So it has really helped to avoid any irritation on my belly button, because that area I feel like is not well talked about when it comes to pregnancy. And after my belly is drenched in bio oil and healing ointment, I then just put a big pajama shirt on. I like to make sure that it is a big oversized shirt so that it will cover my entire belly. And I've just found that if I wear a shirt over my belly after I have moisturized it, it helps to make sure that my belly stays moisturized for longer, and it just helps to make sure that the bio oil gets fully absorbed by my skin. So before we close out this video, I have a few more tips to share with you guys on how you can avoid and prevent stretch marks during pregnancy. My very first tip is for women who are not currently pregnant. I think that a huge reason why I do not have stretch marks, in addition to my routine, is also just the fact that I have been moisturizing my skin for literally over 15 years. I am actually 27 today, it's my birthday, and I started applying lotion on my body after getting out of the shower every single day when I was like 11 years old. I think that just like over the course of all of those years, I've just really prepped my skin. And I think now at the age of 27, now that I've been moisturizing my skin for so long, consistently, my skin can just easily stretch without getting a stretch mark. So if you guys do not moisturize every day, make sure that you start today, because it will help later on in life when you become pregnant, if you want to get pregnant, or just like if you gain weight and you're not pregnant or whatever may cause stretch marks, it will really help to avoid them. My second tip is to not scratch your skin. I am guilty of this, and it's really hard because when your belly is stretching, it can make your skin very itchy. If your skin is dry and your belly is stretching, it's going to be itchy 24/7. But even if your skin is moisturized and your belly is stretching, your skin's going to get itchy. So my tip to you guys is don't itch your skin, because that is going to contribute to stretch marks. But if you need to relieve the itch at all, I would highly recommend you to invest in one of these. This is an ice roller, and I got it off Amazon. I say invest like it's super expensive. It was actually only 20 bucks. Basically, you keep this in the freezer and then take it out when you want to use it, obviously, and you just roll it over your belly, and it really helps to relieve any discomfort or itchiness that you may have on your belly. I am obsessed with this. Also, it just stays cold for an absurdly long period of time. You can also use it on your face. You can use it anywhere else on your body. Another tip that I have for you guys is just to make sure that you're drinking a lot of water. So this is my water bottle, and I will link it below. It's from Amazon, and it just really helps me to stay on track of drinking a ton of water throughout the day, because when you're pregnant, you need to drink like an absurd amount of water every day. I am not one of those people who is going to sit here and tell you that if you drink a ton of water every day, your skin is going to glow, your acne is going to go away, you're not going to get stretch marks, because I think that there's just so much more to it than just water. But certainly if you are not getting enough water, if you are dehydrated, then your skin is going to get dehydrated. Before I close out this video, I also just want to address one last thing. The thing with stretch marks is that for a lot of people, they may be inevitable. There are definitely things that you can do, like everything that I've mentioned in this video, that you can do to help prevent getting them and to help reduce stretch marks that you may eventually get. But there are certain factors that may make it almost impossible to avoid getting stretch marks. So for example, if stretch marks are just genetic, then you may be more inclined to getting stretch marks than someone who doesn't have stretch marks that run in their family. Another thing that may increase your risk of getting stretch marks is if you are carrying multiple babies and your belly is just going to stretch a lot at a very, very, very fast rate. That may contribute to stretch marks. If you have been pregnant multiple times, like back to back to back, and your belly is just stretching repeatedly over the course of a few years, then that may contribute to stretch marks. But I definitely think that following my tips will help to at least reduce the appearance of stretch marks, or at least reduce the amount of stretch marks that you may get had you not followed this routine. So with that being said, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful for all of you. If you guys want to keep up with my pregnancy journey, make sure to follow me on Instagram because I do share a lot more about like my personal life and my pregnancy over there. It's at Audrey Victoria X, and also make sure you're subscribed if you want to see more of my content. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll talk to you guys next time.